kiss 100 boys in bars. Another shot just to love the feeling. Good luck, well, good luck, well, good luck. Just to stop the feeling. Good luck, good luck. Have to stop the world just to stop the feeling. It's not fair. Just need a little love and I just need someone to care. Oh, I'm not muted. I need to remember to mute when I start streaming. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm listening to Good Luck, Babe. Welcome, welcome. Listen, the song's a bop. Okay, so we're doing JClan. Last we left off with JClan, we're on free pages. And since Rainbow Star, I feel like, is the type to communicate, hey, rogues attacked us, even though Moss didn't, I still think JClan is going to be a bit more suspicious towards outsiders this year. And we're on free pages anyway, and before we even time skip, I will mention that Lost Star does have White Cough right now, and that Bone Paw has a broken back. So, you know, something to keep an eye on. But yeah. I will now go and do the first time skip. Icy Births and Deaths. Lost Star's White Cough is gone. Basil is glad that her stomach ache is finally gone. By the way, guys, we do have a Basil in JClan, just a reminder. It's spelled differently, it's fine. High Snout no longer has a running nose. Slipdawn's bruises have disappeared. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Slipdawn and Lost Star announced that they become mates in the least showy way possible by combining their nests into one. Let's go! Let's go! We win! Stepdust's stomachache has left. Pepper Patch has gotten a stomachache. Magpie Freckle was attacked by rats, but she managed to fight them off. Good. Larksnarf's bite wound has healed, but the injury left them scarred. Patchouli Paw's running nose has stopped running and became a warrior despite his young age, which I think that only happens when they're 10 moons. I'll have to see how old Patchouli is, but they are Patchouli Kite, honoring his intelligence, named after a bird. Ooh. Also, Patchouli Kite has a running nose. Oh! Well, that's upsetting. Whistlepaw fell into a sinkhole and was never seen again. I'm so upset. He was our mediator male tortie. I loved him. What would your name have been? Whistle Days? Aw. I'm so upset. Wants to comfort a clanmate who's grieving over him. A sinkhole at the top of the mountain? Okay. Timmy does their best to further prop up Bonepaw's body. They feel growing concern at the rancid smell coming from the broken and twisted part of Bonepaw's back. The siblings are not doing good, guys. JClan is shocked by Bonepaw's outbursts and wails at and cries at Whistlepaw's vigil. She flees camp with a broken back. To process this shattering loss on her own, she spends time by herself, letting herself mourn Whistlepaw and the time they should have had together. No one can begrudge her the need to grieve. Also adds in about 1 minute. Man, that like we got one win, and then we immediately got, like, a loss. That is upsetting. Well, time to take a look at everyone. Congratulations on the new mate. You thought you saw a cat, but it was just a two-legged object that looked like one. Air Dancer is grooming away. I hope you do good as deputy. Timmy is interpreting an omen. Interesting. I hope it's not about Bonepaw, because you were also fussing about Bonepaw. Mantis Breeze is having a good day. Wildpaw has been training very hard recently. Cicada Burst is helping reinforce the nursery walls. Magpie Freckle solves problems by starting them, and you are currently down for Rat Bite. There's an ad right now, so I'm going to hydrate since friggin' Whistlepaw already dehydrated. Koala wants to compliment Slipdon's fighting techniques. Kettlinger is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Raven enjoys warmth of New Leaf. Cloud Spots is asking Garlicfall an important question. Thunder is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Basil tries to set a good example for younger cats. Calamari is looking forward to finding more prey. High Snout is feeling content. Sparklemore is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Calypso pretends to be busy. It's really hard to find which clan lore I like the most because they kind of all have their times of being, like, main characters of a year. Right now, I'm very interested in Moss Clan for obvious reasons, but I do like Viper Clan and JClan. It really depends, like, who's the most plot relevant. Slipdon makes sure that no work is being shirked. Congratulations on the mate. Rocky Pelt is a little exhausted from how many cats come to him for things. Big Storm is looking forward to finding more prey. You have water in your lungs. Snapfitzel wants to compliment Calypso's fighting techniques. Garlicfall is busy sharpening his claws to look stronger. Stepdusk had a nightmare involving a two-legged trap. Pepper Patch hopes he will make it through Leaf Bear. Branch Muzzle defensively states that she doesn't need any comfort about Whistlepaw's death. That is sad. That is so sad. Pridequake daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Tulip Speckle purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Vervainclaw purrs as a cool breeze hits her. Hollyleaf is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Brindle Noise sharpens her claws. Icicle Fleck is looking up, watching the clouds roll by. Tree Holly is complaining about an itch he can't quite reach. Lark Snarf wants to critique Twig Bark's fighting techniques, and of course it is a tail scar. It's always a tail scar. Tumbleram is chattering at the birds in the trees above. Twigbark is eavesdropping on Skipfluff. Slatetail thought he saw a cat, but turns out it was just a two-legged object that looked like one. Patchouli Kite is indeed 10 moons old, and is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. You're careful, a good mediator, and a learner of lore. Congratulations. Barkpaw saw a yappy little dog. Bonepaw is exhausted after patrol. Why are you patrolling? Poor Bonepaw. I hope she does better. She's 9 moons old and has 13 EXP. Shardfall saw a two-legged kit playing for Kitty Pet. Stemflit never forgets to thank StarClan for the fresh kill. Skipfluff feels her bones creak as she walks. And let's go patrol. Let's go send out the new mates. Sorry, we're not taking in any new cats this year, probably. Unless we find, like, kits. Snapfistle, Cloudspots, and Brindle Noise. Free cats, Cloudspots suggests they practice 2-on-1 fighting. Team up against Snapfistle. Wait, she and Snapfistle team up against Brindle Noise. Puffs out her chest and crouches low. When Cloudspots and Snapfistle pounce, Brindle Noise dodges aside as quick as a rabbit and swipes at Cloudspots, then leaps out of the way of Snapfistle's strike. Cloudspots and Snapfistle best her eventually, but Brindle Noise makes them work for it. Ooh. Tree Holly, Sparklemore, and Calamari. Hello, Viper Clan. Calamari excitedly trots up to the other patrol, greeting them pleasantly. They seem to be on good terms with the other cats on this patrol and strike up a conversation about specific happenings. Interesting. Oh yeah, we need to send out the meds before yours. Because constant kids, so Mantis can go out with Holly. Find Lungwort. Takes all of Hollyleaf's considerable talent for such things to hunt down the lungwort within the borders. The medicine cat visits each likely nook and cranny and carefully planned search pattern until finally those telltale speckled leaves are found. Vervainclaw suggests that there might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques. And nice practice session. Kettlinger, Pridequake, and Air Dancer. Doesn't think she's a good deputy. The patrol tells Air Dancer that the clan wouldn't be the same without her, and Air Dancer is visibly relieved. Aww. Going out. Practice new hunting techniques. Barkpaw doesn't appreciate being singled out, but his scowl vanishes when Branchmuzzle tells the patrol to learn from his example and asks Barkpaw how to demonstrate his stalk. Aww. Also, I saw someone say he should be Barktwig. I do not remember what his name is, but I do remember checking it. Thunder, Patchouli Kite, and Calypso. Distinct scent trail has crossed it. That could potentially be a cat joining us, so I'm just not gonna try. High Snout, Larksnarf, and Slatetail. Starts snowing. Prey must be hiding, and we get caught in a snowstorm, but luckily no one gets frostbite or dies. Garlic Fall, Icicle Fleck, Tulip Speckle. We see a bird. We're not going to catch it. Raven, Rocky Pell, and Stepdusk. Nice spot to send. Stepdusk makes sure everyone gets a good basking spot as the cats pause for a little break before they resume their training. Basil can go out with Twigbark. Badger set. Rest the patrol over, the cats discuss their next move. We push loose rocks in front of it. Wildpaw and Timmy. Ooh, Wildpaw looks to Timmy, wondering if she should speak to Timmy about the dream she had. Is this perhaps the omen? After hearing of the dream of flashes of trembling stones, Timmy promises Wildpaw that they'll make sure to look deeper into this matter. Was that the sinkhole? Was this before the sinkhole? Was this perhaps before the sinkhole? And is that what this is about? It could also be about Stoneshell. Stoneshell is outside the clan. Clicked the wrong thing. Fighting with another rogue over food. But, yeah, that is the first moon. And, let's time skip. Koala is no longer grieving. Koala has retired. Kettlinger no longer has a running nose. Basil is feeling sore. Oh, Rocky Pelt and Tulip Speckle. What is your age gap? Because it might be a little big. Okay, 48. 30. That's okay. Well, Icicle Flex crush was just taken, so we're gonna have to see if that will end up being a poly later. ViperClan Medicine Cat comes asking if JClan has any time to spare. Graciously, we aid them. Thunder misstepped and slipped from a rock, but landed on his feet. The worried look in Mantis Breeze's eyes as he examines Magpie Freckles' rancid rat bite makes her heart sink. Please stop getting infections and stuff. Ravenclaw also tripped, but came out with only her pride bruised. Tumbleram has a running nose. Calypso has a running nose. Also slipped, dislocated a joint. And Barkpaw has been named Barkstorm and is celebrated for his hard work. Slip doesn't need the kit toggle. I kind of just let side clans do whatever they want unless they do have kits already. And they're same-sex couples, because then I have to prevent adoptions. But, yeah, let's take a look at everyone. Today is just not Wastar's day. Are you trying to comfort your daughter who might be a little upset that her crush has a mate now? Air Dancer is always first to volunteer when a dangerous mission is announced. Timmy is on a walk out in the territory. Mantis Breeze wonders if he would be better as a mediator instead. Wildpaw refused to follow her mentor's recent orders due to her own morals. Interesting. Audio's a little fizzy. My dogs are making a lot of noise upstairs. Cicada Burst is tidying up some stray moss that blew into the clearing. Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna check. Wrong cat. Which one? Let's see. No, who became mates? I already forgot. Rocky Pelt, okay. Rocky Pelt. Guys, I remember which ones the cats are, I promise. Yes, they like each other a lot. Out of curiosity. So they have dislike for each other, which would mean that a poly wouldn't be able to happen if, meaning Icicle Fleck getting together with Tulip, because these two dislike each other. So I'm just gonna... Didn't get rid of the dislike, okay. Magpie Freckle is out on a walk out in the territory with an infected rat bite. Please don't do that. Kettlinger is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Raven is easily and confidently... Lies easily and confidently to Stepdust. Excuse me? What are you lying about? What's going on with you? That's a little concerning. Cloudspot saw a pair of two legs in our camp today. Thunder is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Basil spreads a mostly harmless rumor about Raven. Mostly harmless, yet she is also lying right now. Calamari wishes others to stop thinking he's soft because of his kitty pet past. High Snout is patching up a hole in the camp wall. Sparklemore daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Trying to set a good example. Report something to Air Dancer. Interesting. Looking forward to find more prey. Big Storm guards camp while you have water in your lungs still. Snapfistle saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Garlic Claw can't keep up with Tree Holly. Septus is looking forward to finding more prey and apparently getting lied to. Is Calypso a squid name? I thought Calypso was just a Greek goddess. I know Calamari is. Pepper Patch is busy sharpening his claws to look stronger. Branch Muzzle saw a big scary dog today. Pridequake is picking the burrs from her pelt. Tulip Speckle is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Ravenclaw is heading to the dirt place. Hollyleaf spent some time helping out the medicine cat today. I am good at talking. We'll have to send Hollyleaf out with a medicine cat. Brindlenoise wishes she was still in her nest sleeping. Icicle Peck is daydreaming about how much there is to see out in the world. Are you wanting to not be here now? Tree Holly is playing with some fresh kill he just caught. Lark Snarf can't wait to take a nap. Tumble Ram wants to go hunt. Twigbark saw some wandering two-legs today. Slate Tail's picking burrs. Patchouli Kite sits quietly watching cats go about their day. Barkstorm concocts a plan for world domination just for fun. What? I don't think I've seen that. If I have seen that, I forgot that existed. Just for fun. Bonepaw almost got lost near two-leg nest. Stop leaving when you have a broken back that's infected. Shardfall is enjoying the sounds of nature. Stemflit is playing a prank on Cloudspots. Barkfluff is Mrs. Going on Border Patrol. Wait a second. Barkstorm, what are we gonna do tonight? The same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. Skipfluff misses going on border patrol. You didn't do that anyway. Koala is drinking water from a nearby stream. Someone said to look at the Dark Forest because Raven was talking about them before. Wants to give new leaders lives. Tree Fern, that's cannibalism. You can't eat bark. Tricked a shadowy cat into doing his bidding. Interesting. Curled up in a ball crying. Okay. Digging his claws in the mud. I remember that Holly wanted to go out with a medicine cat, so I'm just gonna... The moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. They need to go out and gather some more. Leads away the best moss patch they know. Good job. I want to send you out with your daughter. Red Fox. Well, Launches in the battle, but Icicle Fleck is caught with a nasty bite. The cats give up on challenging for the food in favor of quickly getting her back to the medicine cat den. I see why Lost Star is having a hard moon. I kind of want to send you out with Step Dusk. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation with them. Interesting. It's always the tail, I swear. Patchouli Kite, let's send you out with your sibling. Good chance to practice new hunting techniques. Unfortunately, neither cat steps up to teach. Well, they return to camp a little irritated, but I guess that's what I should expect when I send out 2 11-moon-old cats that are siblings. Calamari can go with Air Dancer and Tumble Ram. Air Dancer, honey, you're not doing okay, are you? Again, they reassure her. High Snout, Larkstarf, Branch Muzzle. Thunderpath. Waits until they can hear the wind whistling, not a murmur of a monster, and cross the Thunderpath. Yeah, Whiskerheart vibes. Brindle Noise, Thunder, and Slipdawn. Ghost Stories. Brindle Noise spins a thrilling tale, and the patrol shivers with delighted fear. Slate Tail, Garlic Fall, and Sparklemore. Since they have free cats, Sparklemore suggests 2-on-1 fighting. Waggles his haunches and dares Garlic Fall and Slate Tail to come at him. The free cats tussle until Garlic Fall distracts Sparklemore with a sheave strike to his ear, and Slate Tail pins him down. They congratulate each other as they head back to camp. That event has so many different outcomes. I've seen like 4 of them. Pridequake, Twigbark, Snapthistle. 2 kits from Viper Clan. Snapthistle brings them back. Greeted by the leader, who recognizes Snapthistle, knowing them to be a kind and caring cat, and thanks both of them sincerely. Aw. Tree Holly, Basil, Rocky Pelt. Actually, I kind of want to send out Rocky and Tulip. I don't think I did last moon. Sorry, we're ignoring you. Date? Sorry. We're too full, and we're also suspicious towards outsiders because the whole rogue stuff with Galaxy Clan, even if we don't know the Moss Clan stuff. Hello, Eagle. I'm gonna not proceed on that in case we killed the Eagle. Vervain Claw can go out with Timmy and Wildpaw. JClan can never have enough cobwebs. Timmy merps with laughter, watching Vervain parade around with such a big bundle of cobwebs that she keeps colliding with things in her path that she can't see. The entire patrol has gotten a wonderful haul, and it's a very pleased medicine cat that leads them back to camp. That's actually kind of really cute. Especially since Timmy is kind of usually more of a cranky cat. Gonna be honest. That's so cute. Let's save, and I'm also gonna go check the cats outside clan, specifically the ones that might be traitors, like rogues, I mean. I don't think another clan's gonna welcome you unless you mean the rogues. Wants a warm nest. Eli is trying to escape from bath time. Pool is lurking in JClan territory. Scouting locations. Escape some dogs. Strolling for the city. Ignore Pike. Hissed at a missed catch. Wishes she was in a warm nest. Scents for prey. Okay. So, Pool's a little suspicious. And let's go time skip. No births or deaths. Basil's soreness has abated, but Basil has a stomach ache. High Snout tossed the snake out of camp before it could bite someone. Big Storm no longer has water in her lungs. Snapfistle got rejected by Stepdusk. Pepper Patch's stomach ache has left. Calamari fought a rogue, and while he drove the trespasser away, he needed to be rushed to the medicine cat den afterwards. The clan has encountered Borage. Okay, so Calamari not on good terms with the rogues anymore. Tumbleram's running nose has finally stopped running. Twigbark has gotten fleas. Calypso no longer has a running nose. Neither does Patchouli Kite. No longer grieving, and wound is no longer infected. Okay, let's go Bonepaw. And let's go take a look at everyone. Yeah, we can look at Borge. Wonders if he can carry on. So, fun fact, I did design Borage. I really liked his design. I'm actually gonna hide the screen real quick to pull it up. Be right back. I did design Borage because he was in the Galaxy Clan raid. And I love the design that I came up with. He's this one. But, like, I barely drew him. You saw, like, the back of his head in one frame and his paws drowning Robin Patch in another. So, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. And yes, that was Turbo next to him. So yeah, he's being stinky. Wastar helps around camp in between his duties. Air Dancer is stressed about organizing patrols. Air Dancer is not doing good, guys. Timmy is getting some looks after speaking out of term during a clan meeting. Interesting. Yeah, Turbo was designed after Turbo Granny from Don Da Don. Specifically the cat one. Mantis Breeze made a mess of the herbs and is panicking. Wildpaw, ooh, you are full grown now, having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Very pretty. Jacadaverse saw a yappy little dog today. Magpie Freckle is wondering if the clouds are as soft as they look. Timmy may be trying to convince them to appease the rogues and what happened in Moss or Viper, I can't remember which. Yeah, maybe that. Could be talking about the rogues, yeah. Catlinger is eavesdropping on Calamari, who is currently injured. Raven ignored a kitty pet, calling her old kitty pet name. Was your old kitty pet name not Raven? Cloudspot smells sweet, like lavender. Thunder doesn't want to go on dawn patrol. Basil wishes she was still in her nest sleeping. Calamari is sharing tongues of Cicada Burst. High Snout is sparring with some clanmates. Sparklemore refuses to take training seriously. Calypso is thanking Cicada Burst for what she does for the clan. Out of curiosity. You don't like Branch Muzzle. You don't like Air Dancer. You have a crush on Snapfistle. Snapfistle did just reject someone. Let's go do some drama. Slipdawn is grateful for Jacadaverse for her mediation. Well, you already have a mate, it's fine. Rocky Belt doesn't want to go on Dust Patrol. Big Storm is on a walk in the territory with Bonepaw. I think she still has a broken back. It's just not infected now. Snapfizzle missed a catch and is still sulking over it. Garlicfall can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. You're about to get ads in about 1 minute. Sepdusk enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Pepper Patch got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy. Branchmuzzle daydreams about being a warrior. Pridequake missed a catch and is still sulking. Tulipsuckle crashes through the bushes and ruins the clanmate's hunt. Rainbow Star does that a lot. Vervainclaw is bored and looking for trouble to get into. Hollyleaf plucks birds on the fresh kill pile and uses the feathers to line his clanmate's nest. We don't have birds on the fresh kill pile. I'm just gonna ignore the fresh kill pile of that and just say that finds some dead birds and takes feathers. You're getting ads right now. Oh, no. I'm gonna hydrate, but Brindle Noise is drawing blood during battle training and coldly saying it's an accident. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Icicle Fleck wants to get to know High Snout better. Sorry about your mangled tail. Tree Holly pretends that the mouse he's chasing is a bird and that he's a hawk. I don't know what level of illegal that is. Larksnarf saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Tumbleram saw a kitty pet rolling in a two-legged garden. Twigbark wonders how Hollyleaf is doing. Slatetail is sparring with some clanmates. Patchouli Kite is all grown up and is hoping Skipfluff will tell him a new story. He's very pretty. He looks like he's slightly covered in snow. A Barkstorm can't keep up with Pridequake. Bonepaw is wondering if StarClan is watching over cats outside the clans. Interesting. 11 moons old and 17 EXP. She's gonna be an apprentice forever, guys. Shardfall is finding the buzzing of cicadas annoying. Semflit hopes that StarClan protects her loved ones. Aw. Do you? Okay, well, you don't have any kin, but I assume the loved ones are just your clan. Or maybe Pike. Interesting. Skipfluff thinks that she's still young enough to take on a dog. Skipfluff, honey, I don't think you are. Also, I'm pretty sure your kitty pet mate Eli had the status that she could talk to dogs. Koala is thinking about Coyote. Well, patrol time. Sparklemore can go out with Branchmuzzle. Practice teamwork. They don't need to be so serious about it. Sparklemore baps Branchmuzzle, claws sheathed, and runs off cackling to avoid getting tagged back. Okay, that's kind of really cute. That's kind of really cute. We could do a slip lost date. Oops, I accidentally sent her out alone. Never mind, we'll do it next moon. I can talk. While alone, she thinks about life. Is she heading where she wants to go? Her thoughts are plagued with bad memories. Uh-oh. Decides that means she's clearly not, what she's doing is clearly not working. She spends her time coming up with new solutions and returns to camp a little saddened, but also reinvigorated and ready to do better. I wonder if things are not all in paradise with Wasp. I hope they are. Or maybe it's something else. Cloud Spots can go with Pridequake. Badger set. We stake them out, and then we fade into the grass before the predator has blinked the sleep out of its eyes. And then Basil, Tree Holly, and Wasp Star can go out. Large Rat. The rat rears up and hisses at Tree Holly, but while it's distracted, Wildstar takes off a quick strike. Thank you. Yeah, she might be thinking about how couples don't really work out much in JClan nor families in general. Practice fighting techniques. Neither cat steps up to teach, and they're a little irritated. Uh-oh. I kind of want to do a funny. Okay, I can't send out Calypso too because Calypso is hurt right now, I'm pretty sure. But hello, Moss Clan. Approaches the other clan patrols, striking up a conversation with the weather. This is when Moss Clan is trying to be more secluded, I believe. But also, Shrimp could have been there. Brindle Noise, Thunder, and Hollyleaf. Good chance to practice teamwork. Spots Thunder and Hollyleaf, both of them in the middle of exchanging meows that might as well be barks to each other, halfway to an argument, and slips between them, explaining to both what the other intends. Okay. Please don't argue. Let me send you out with a warrior. Raven! Interesting. We're going to the burial grounds. A sharp yell of pain, followed by a string of muttered curses, and Mantis Breeze turns to see Raven holding up her paws. It seems that the other cat stepped on a thorn. Pepper Patch can go out with... Actually, I want to send out Pepper with High Snout. Pepper Patch admits he thinks he had a vision from StarClan. We talked to him about it, whether it was real, as we hunt. Can we send the twins out? They're just twinning. Are you a sibling too? I need to actually remember who is related to who in this clan. We can just do a big sibling patrol. Under Twigbark's leadership, Tumblebrand admits that he thinks he had a vision from StarClan. Talked to him about it, whether it was a real vision as we train. Looks like we're getting a lot of visions. Slate Tail, Catlinger, and Air Dancer. Small hunting party heads out. Air Dancer knows exactly how to take advantage of the growing gloom, giving the rest of the patrol a couple of ideas that tip the balance from successful to an astonishingly outstanding patrol. Good job, Air Dancer. Vervain Claw, Patchouli Kite, and Barkstorm. Not going to proceed in case a cat joins us. Garlic Fall, Big Storm. Practice new hunting techniques of Garlic Fall. Big Storm makes a stupid comment about Garlic Fall's favorite technique, and it sours the rest of the training session. Uh-oh. Timmy and Wildpaw. Looking for Goldenrod. Occasionally exchange quiet meows as they work. Contact calls reassuring them that they're both still there amid the towering goldenrod. So we got Goldenrod and Marigold. Now I'm going to save. And let's time skip. Not enough healthy medicine cats. Raven's small cut has healed up. Raven was loitering around the Galaxy Clan border looking for a specific cat. Interesting. Basil no longer has a stomach ache. Slipdon has fleas. Okay, Magpie Freckles' wound is no longer festering and the infection is gone. The rat bite has healed, but she did get fleas. Mantis Breeze has heat exhaustion. Branch Muzzle misstepped and slipped, but landed on her feet nimbly, and then got a stomach ache. And Calypso's dislocated joint has been popped back into place. Yeah, what is up with Raven? Okay, Wastar is giving advice to Snapthistle. Air Dancer is always hunting. I've noticed that. Most of Air Dancer's successes, I'm pretty sure, are hunting, unless I'm misremembering. Which does make sense with her skill. Icicle Mediation? We can try. Timmy left the territory to gather an herb from a spot they used to know. Mantis Breeze is checking up on the warriors. Wildpaw is worried Cloud Spots is overworking herself. She's probably getting her name next moon. Cicada Burst accidentally made an argument worse. Uh-oh. Magpie Freckle is craving shrew. Ketlinger thinks she is the fastest runner in the clan. She accidentally made an argument worse, so I think we're gonna sabotage between someone. Just like... Okay, these two don't like each other, so let's just... There we go. That added a lot of dislike on Wasp. I'm actually kind of scared. And then... These cats look too similar. Can we get rid of this dislike? Okay, it went down. Ketlinger thinks that she is the fastest runner in the clan. Wishes others to stop thinking that she's soft because of her kitty pet past. Cloudspots thinks about how awful kitty pet food must taste. To be fair, that argument with Stepdust could be the fact that he's seeing a Moss Clan cat. So, you know. Hydrate before you dehydrate. Thunder wants to compliment Calamari's fighting techniques. Basil ate a mouse but on patrol. Calamari hopes the deputy assigns him to the next patrol. High Snout is wondering kitty pet life is really so bad. I was so confused by everyone was saying Wild Snarf, but now I'm realizing that's because you guys are hoping that's her name. I will say that whoever is naming Wild isn't Wastar, so if the name is bad, it's not Wastar's fault. Sparklemore jumps around on patrol. Calypso is whining about clan duties. Slipped on thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Rocky Pelt wishes he had wings, ignoring that last part. Big Storm tries to set a good example. Snapthistle enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Garlic Fall can't get anything done with this heat. Stepdust is watching the breeze blow around the camp. Sorry that I made Wastar kind of hate you. Pepper Patch is tidying up camp. Branch Vessel saw a two-legged kit with a dog. Sparring. Can't sleep because of the bugs and the heat. Ate a mouse. On patrol. Prepared the perfect gift for a friend. That's really cute. Brindle Noise wishes she was still in her nest sleeping. Icicle Fleck curses a squirrel that just barely got away. I will say I do remember Wild's suffix because I checked it when I was drawing her. Tree Holly enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. Lark Snarf is reevaluating her morals. Tumble Ram is avoiding the conversation topic at Paw. Missed a catch. Slate Tail is exhausted. Wants to compliment Big Storm's fighting techniques. Drinking water from a nearby stream. Sorry about that. Bonepaw always manages to turn the mood into a lighter one. I want to see what you look like. Look how pretty she is. Shardfall is craving the taste of mouse. Stemflate is trying to remember the taste of the food her two legs used to give her. Skipfluff is debating swimming. What was your permanent condition? Weak leg. And Koala can't keep up a Cicada burst. And patrol time. I kind of want to send you out with your siblings, even though you're a medicine cat and still an apprentice. I'm pretty sure these are your siblings. If I'm wrong on one of them, oh well. Blackberry brambles will always be at their peak, leaf growing soon. If they aren't there already, Wildpaw heads out to replenish the clan stocks, bring along anyone who isn't busy with other work. At this time of year, the blackberries have grown enough leaves to completely shade the ground under the brambles. Wildpaw harvests without worry, finding some raspberries too, and picking large bunches of them to take home. It's a long afternoon, but a productive, light-hearted one, filled with smiles and jokes as the obliging cats follow Wildpaw's direction to carry everything home. That's really cute. Sparklemore can get with cloud spots and twig bark. Many seasons ago, before even JClan itself, stood 5 ancient clans, each one point on a single great star. They padded into danger with hills of bones seeped blood into the soil. We're talking about the cannon cat clans now. Warrior cats, let's go. Oh, not this old nursery tale again. Sparklemore is bored of it. Pridequake, Rocky Pelt, and Tumbleram. I'm gonna have to, look at the statuses last year, but I think Bonepaw might have been out on a patrol, once. Good chance to practice teamwork. Quietly, Pridequake takes Rocky Pelt aside and suggests how best to group cats who don't normally work together. It's a valuable perspective to consider, and one Rocky Pelt takes into consideration for the team exercises. I like that implies that Pridequake was like, hey, one of us don't get along with Tumbleram, because Tumbleram is the only other cat on this patrol. Slatetail, Kettlinger, and Larksnarf. Sorry. Stepdust, Slipdon, Basil. Again, sorry. We're just pretending we don't hear that, guys. High Snout, Pepper Patch. Actually, no, let me just send out High and Pepper again. Badger Set. Okay. Why is High Snout the cat scrambling into the den for a look? Okay. Be careful. Calypso, Tulip Speckle, and Big Storm. Last Rays of Sunset. Tries to show off, but it screws up the whole coordination. Great job, Calypso. Tree Holly, Snapthistle, and Waspstar. Good chance for the cats to practice new fighting techniques. Everyone has a nice practice session. I can talk. I am good at this. Let's go. Thunder, Raven, Brindle Noise. Fat Rabbit on the other side of Galaxy Clan border. Pounces for it, and we get away with it. Okay, they robbed us. Pepper Patch absolutely helped yank their mom out of the hole. Yeah. Garlic Fall, why don't you go help with Timmy? Garlic Fall seems more quiet than usual. Asks if Timmy could teach him more about the nature of StarClan. Timmy tries to simplify the mystical power of their ancestors, but it only leaves Garlic Fall more confused about StarClan and their prophecies. I'm gonna double check something. Yeah, you're originally from one of the old clans. So you should already know about StarClan. Branch Muzzle can get with Air Dancer. Healing. We have Timmy. We have 3 of them. We're fine. Oh yeah, maybe ask him about the bird system. Hollyleaf and Vervainclaw. Galaxy Clan sent straight into the territory. A lost Galaxy Clan apprentice. Aw, wait, that has the potential of being one of the Sushi Pike kids. That is one of the Sushi Pike kids. That's actually really cute. And we're gonna time skip. We are halfway through the year. I see births and deaths, I'm scared. Skipfluff has a stomach ache. Wastar is... Kettlinger is retiring. Raven sprained her paw. Slipped on is free of fleas. Snapfistle got rejected by Calypso. Snapfistle is not having a good time with love, it seems. Rejected Stepdusk, I think, and then asked out Calypso. Mantis Breeze doesn't have heat exhaustion, but they do have fleas. Icicle Flex tail is better. Twigbark no longer has fleas. Branch Muzzle is glad that her stomach ache is finally gone. And Wild Paw is named Wild Beam and welcomed as a full medicine cat. So when I was designing Wild Beam, one second. I had the thought of, what if the wild part of her is just the lighter parts of her fur, as I attempt to find her and I might not be able to find her. But I figured if it's Beam, then maybe the light parts are the only wild parts, and that's why I made it all really long and only on the light parts. Yeah, I can't find her. Sorry, guys. But basically, that's why the long parts of her fur are only the lighter parts. Brindlemoise fell into a river and has been hacking and sputtering. And the rogue Figaro has died, so one of the rogues is dead. I'll come back to that. I was debating if I send Figaro to the Dark Forest, because they do worship Adderstripe. But you know. But yeah, Figaro has died. And then Wastar rolls his eyes when Pridequake suggests sharing their fresh kill with other clans. That could be related to rogues and not other clans. This is coming up again. Air Dancer is asking Shardfell an important question. Timmy decided to try a new herb as treatment for an injury. Is that maybe on Bonepaw? Mantis Breeze checking up on warriors. Wild Beam is righteous, a great kit sitter, and a good teacher. Enjoys the warmth of Greenleaf. But yeah, Wild Beam is what made me think that the wild part of her was the lighter parts. So that's where that came into play. This is also the moon that they got driven out of Moss Clan. Ooh, so yeah, maybe killed in the Moss Raid. Jacadaburst is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Magpie Freckle is feeling exhausted from resolving petty arguments. I know I just caused this to happen, but like, can you get rid of this? Raven trying to set a good example for younger cats. Cloudspot's that yappy little dog. Thunder is feeling content. Basil got caught in a sudden downpour and is not happy. Calamari tries to set a good example. High Snout saw a big scary dog. Sparklemore never forgets to thank StarClan for the fresh kill. Calypso is doing his best to learn clan customs. Slipdon saw a two-leg petting a loner. Rocky Pelt can't find Garlic Fall anywhere. Big Storm is hoping Shardfall will tell her a new story. Snapfizzle is drinking water from a nearby stream. Can't get anything done with the heat. Always makes a plan before launching into action. Pepper Patch is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. Wants to hear a new story from Stemflit. Pridequake is talking with friends about recent celebrations. On the same moon that you're asking Lost Star to share prey. You're sniffing for your next meal. Eli is old. Tulip Speckle almost got lost in her two-leg nest. Vervainclaw wants to visit the Elder's Den to hear a story. Hollyleaf can't sleep because of the bugs in the heat. Brindle Noise is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs. While you have water in your lungs. Icicle Vec is sitting in the shade trying to hide from the heat. Tree Holly wonders how Patchouli Kite is doing. Larksnarf is reevaluating her morals. Tumble Ram can't get anything done with the heat. Sparring with clanmates. Imagines riding a log down a rushing river. Okay, Slate Tail. Patchouli Kite is thinking about how awful kitty pet food must taste. Barkstorm purrs as a cool breeze hits him. Bonepaw saw a two-leg kit playing with a dog. Still for broken back. I think this next moon is when you should be healed. Like, duration-wise. But we'll see. Saw a kitty pet with no fur at all. Saw a kitty pet with the fluffiest fur imaginable today. The duality. Skiffluff is enjoying the warm sun in the camp clearing. Koala is chasing a bug around the camp clearing. And Ketlinger had a nice chat with a cat from another clan. And patrol time. Tree Holly can go out with Thunder. Drops into a hunting crouch. Finds a mouse. The hairless kitty pet and the super fluffy kitty pet are in gay love, obviously. So true. So true. Tulip Speckle, let's send you out on a date. Hello, rabbit. We get it. Basil, Cloud Spots, and Branch Muzzle. Mighty clatter of stones. Please be okay. Come running at her yowls, and Basil is soon freed, shaken but unharmed. Thank you. They all comfort each other. We can send Wasp and Slip out. I think I forgot to. Thunderpath. Okay, good. We don't get hurt. Lost Star has learned from that. Twig Bark, Garlic Fall, and Patchouli Kite. Squirrel hunting. Unfortunately for them, the idea is a little too far out there, and while they do manage a few small catches, the day is mostly wasted. Big Storm, Hollyleaf, High Snout. Rabbit is acting strange. Please don't poison the clan. Okay, good. Let's send you all out with someone. You can go out with Calypso. Finding Lungwort. Takes them all day, but they do find it. For just a moment, she feels the weight of her responsibilities lift and the strength of that relief catching her off guard. And then we can send you out with Air Dancer. We're checking the burial grounds. Ads in 1 minute, by the way. We're just collecting rosemary as we tidy and work. Oh yeah, I could send out Pride Quick alone and see what happens. Is she heading where she really wants to go? Is she doing a good job? She finds peace within herself and enjoys her solitude. Pride Quick may not be flawless, but she's trying hard and believes in the path that she's taking. Interesting. And then Vervinclon Snapfissel. StarClan vision. No one can make sense of it. Lark Snarf, Pepper Patch, Tumble Ram. 2 kits from Moss Clan. I don't think Moss Clan had any kits, but we'll do this anyway. Also, we're getting ads. Well, we bring them back. I don't think Moss Clan had any kits. I don't know if Rebel Kit existed yet. Sparklemore, Icicle Fleck, Slate Tail. Hunting Party. Perfect time of day. Good job. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. We could probably send the last 2 out with Timmy. Barkstorm, Stepdusk, and Timmy. As the plantain starts to choke off the paths, okay, we're gonna need to clear a path. Timmy finds a plantain plant growing in the middle of the path, but it's trampled and useless unless it regrows its leaves. The warriors, however, are pleased to see the plant dying. Seems they've been stomping on it every time they come through here. How helpful of them. Okay. Well, that's Moon Free 17, so time to time skip. I see births and deaths. Slipdawn is expecting... Slipdawn, we're getting Wasp Slip. Wasp Slip. Announced that she's expecting kits. JClan wants to congratulate Slipdawn, but the rising celebration is interrupted by her snapping, completely unprovoked, that this pregnancy doesn't make her a wilting flower, and she will not be moving her nest. Okay, Slipdawn does not seem to be that happy, but I hope it gets better. Oh, Raven got rejected by Cicada Burst. Calamari has a new scar from the rogue. Timmy was attacked by rats and got injured, and Magpie Freckle no longer has fleas. Yeah, it seems Slipdawn is a bit upset at the fact that she's gonna have to not be working for a bit. Yeah, just doesn't want to be treated as fragile when she isn't. But yeah, let's take a look at everyone. Wildstar wants to go on patrol. Air Dancer guards camp. Timmy is helping out in the medicine cat den. You only have a torn ear. Then again, I think that might be what caused hearing loss in Wildstar, Slipdawn, and Icicle Fleck, so... Mantis Breeze craves the taste of mouse. Wildbeam is glad it's not so hot out. Cicada Burst saw a 2-leg petting a loner. Magpie Freckle is watching the breeze blow around the camp. Hey, can you do me a favor and get rid of the thing I caused? Thank you. Raven can't find Branch Muzzle anywhere. Cloudspus is telling Ketlinger a story. Thunder is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs. Basil catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Calamari tries to set a good example for younger cats. It's always a tail scar. It's always a tail scar. We get no other scars. Ren Noise will scream with joy. Ren will flip. High Snout cows her nest during a storm. Aw. Sparklemore had a nightmare involving a 2-leg trap. That concerns me a little because you are very StarClan connected. Calypso cleans the clearing of fallen leaves. Slipped On tries setting an example for younger cats. So yeah, it just seems like she doesn't want to settle down in the nursery yet. Rocky Pelt can't wait to take a nap. Big Storm pretends to be busy. Snap Thistle guards camp. Garlic Fall almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Stepdust is wondering if the clouds are as soft as they look. Pepper Patch is crushing leaves under his paws. Branch Muzzle stammers for a joke and ruins her own punchline. Pride Quake is thinking about a strange two-legged object she saw recently. How old is Slip? Out of curiosity. Okay, you're out of young adult range. We don't have to worry about 6 babies. Garlic Fall almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Stepdust is worried if clouds are as soft as they look. Crushing leaves. I already read all of these. Brought Wild Beam a berry to identify. Is the audio being bad? It might be my Wi-Fi. Leaps into a pile of fallen leaves. Brindleoise can't find Kettlinger anywhere. Icicle Fleck wants to compliment Barkstorm's fighting techniques. Tree Holly pretends the mouse. I think you had this last moon. And if it wasn't you, it was someone else. Doesn't want to go on Dawn Patrol. Sharing tongues of Garlic Fall. Saw a two-leg kit playing with a dog. Is it a buzzing in the background? Because the buzzing might be my computer. But if the audio in general is fuzzy, then I don't really know. Patchouli Kite catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Yeah, if it's buzzy in the background, then that's my computer. Yeah, it's my computer. Sorry, guys. My fans are working overtime. Patchouli Kite catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. Barkstorm had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Here, I'll move my computer slightly away from the mic. There we go. Should be farther away. The buzzing should be less. Bonepaws eavesdropping on Tree Holly. Shardfall offers advice to cats who need it. I don't think it's possible for them to have 6 kits anymore. Slipped On is out of young adult range, and that's the only age that can actually spawn it. Stemflit is snoring loudly in her sleep. They can have 5, though. Skip Fluff is craving the taste of rabbit. Koala is sharing tongues of Pepper Patch. I will say I'm biased, and I hope they have girls. Because Wast also being a girl dad is really cute. Learning more about Shivering Aster. Interesting. Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna... Acting huffy at Straw Kit. Well, I'm so happy we decided to check in on you that you're acting huffy at a baby. How nice of you. Aw, Straw Kit is following the growth of Wild Bee. Why are you acting huffy at her? Cloud Spots, Hollyleaf, Larksnarf. Going hunting. Cloud Spots goes down hard in a misjudged pounce and stands up with a wince. Larksnarf trots over, telling Cloud Spots to take it easy and lean on her as she limps home. High Snout, Twig Bark, Tumbleram. Tumbleram has not gotten to train his apprentice, like, at all. No birds. Stepdusk, Air Dancer, Calamari. Starts snowing. We could send, Storm Descends. They cuddle together. Thank you. I could send you on a border. There's a high chance we're gonna run into an outsider that wants to join, but... Small dog. Wellstar unsheathes his claws, puffs his fur out as far as it'll go, gathers his courage, and drives the small dog away from the border. I'm gonna send you out of Icicle. Hello, Moss Clan. Slipdawn approaches the other... Pippi! Pippi just knocked something off my desk. Sorry for the background noise. Friendly conversation. We chat for a little while. Snapfistle, Barkstorm, and Slatetail. I don't actually know what she dropped, I just know that she knocked something off. Hunting squirrels, is it gonna go good this time? Pretty tedious, and they end up having to move, but it does work. Pepper Patch, Calypso, Basil. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation. Let's send the meds out with someone. Timmy and Sparklemore, going to the burial grounds. We collect rosemary and tidy up. Patchouli Kite can go out with No, actually, let's send the siblings out again. Finding lungwort again. Search until their paw pads are sore and their muscles exhausted, but they just can't find lungwort anywhere. Wildbeam returns to camp disappointed, but determined to try again. Simply too important to not keep a good supply of. Rip. Pro's the wasp having kids. He gets to be a dad. Con's the wasp having kids. He'll be giving them names. Guys, he'll be also giving them their full names. He'll be giving them, like, both their names unless Slip does. I will point out that Snarf, by the way, can also generate as a prefix. Big Storm, Tree Holly. Eat the prey he just caught. Caught enough to hunt, he'll have trouble carrying it back to camp. He stops for a quick snack and returns to camp, laden with prey for the fresh kill pile. Rocky Pelt, Garlic Fall, and Vervain Claw. Sorry, kitty pet. Let's send you out with someone. Getting moss. Mouse dung. When the two cats arrive at the best moss gathering spot, they find that some animal has dug up most of the moss. Wasp, my beautiful daughter. Snarf, snarf. We're going until Moon Free 24. Tulip Speckle, Thunder, and Branch Muzzle. A river. Crosses the river with careful determination. Thank you. And let's go time skip. Icy Bursts and Deaths. Hopefully it's just about the kits. Skip Fluff's stomachache is left. Cicada Burst was loitering around Viper Clan's border looking for a specific cat. Interesting. Maybe some mediation stuff. Raven is no longer sprained. Raven was so confident Thunder felt the same, but he doesn't. Raven really doesn't want to talk about it. Girl. You also got rejected last moon by a different cat. Slipdawn hopes the litter will be small. She feels overwhelmed with the idea of a big litter. Yeah, I think that one time that Slipdawn went out to, like, reevaluate things alone, she might have been, like, thinking about kits in general, because I think Wastar wants kits, but I don't know if Slipdawn did. Or, like, the idea of being in the nursery is what seems to maybe be bugging her. But we'll see. Rocky Pelt has a running nose. Timmy's ear is feeling better. Magpie Freckle travels to the Galaxy Clan to resolve some recent personal disputes. The meeting goes better than expected. JClan, I see. Got a stomach ache. Mantis Breeze is free of fleas. Patchouli Kite no longer sore. Wild Beam soreness is abated. Bone Paw. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Both of Branched Muzzle's half-clan kits just died. The only kit that Branch Muzzle has is Slate Tail now. Oh, sevens. I'm so sad. She was so pretty, too. I think she patrolled for like 1 moon. 1 or 2 moons. Yeah, Bone Crag. Okay, this is happening again. Wastar rolls his eyes when High Snout suggests sharing their fresh kill with other clans, quote unquote. Air Dancer can't wait to take a nap. Timmy decides to try a new herb as treatment for an injury. Mantis Breeze is drinking water from a nearby stream. Wild Beam got startled by a squirrel. Cicada Burst is eavesdropping on Stemflit. I'm gonna go look at Stemflit real quick. Is there potential elder love or hate going on? You don't like Basil. You don't like Kettlinger. You really don't like High Snout. We should probably fix that. You also don't like Tumble Ram. So yeah, I'm gonna go mediate High Snout and Stemflit. There we go. Oh, that went down a lot. Thank you, Cicada Burst. Magpie Freckle saw a two-leg petting a loner. Raven catches extra prey for Leaf Bear. I'm still a little sus that you might be involved with rogues and you catching extra prey might be related to rogues like Basil was, but maybe I'm just paranoid, but you are very suspicious. Cloudspots curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Thunder wants to go hunt. Basil wishes she had wings. Calamari is crushing leaves under his paws. High Snout saw a yappy little dog today. Sparklemore is feeling quite lazy. Calypso tries to set a good example. Slipdon is playing a prank on Kettlinger. Rocky Pelt is drinking water from a nearby stream. I'm so excited for the wasp kittens. I'm having a hard time focusing because I'm just like, wasp babies. Give them to me. Big Storm tries to set a good example for younger cats. Snapfistle is playing a prank on Mantis Breeze. Garlic Fall is feeling gloomy. Step Dusk is drinking water from a nearby stream. Pepper Patch is busy sharpening his claws to look stronger. Branch Muzzle wonders why StarClan had to take Bone Paw so soon. I am also wondering that, and I feel so bad that both Bone and Whistle died. Pride Quake saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Tulip Suckle gets startled by a squirrel. Vervangclaw can't seem to sit still. Hollyleaf almost got lost in their two-leg nest. Brindle Noise can't wait to take a nap. Sorry, I just cracked my back. Pippi. Pippi has decided that she's gonna go sleep on the dresser that is right next to my desk and hang out. Tree Holly is crushing leaves under his paws. Larkstoff got startled by a squirrel. Tumbleram is having a nice conversation at the Cat's Garden camp. Twigbark is playing a prank on Snapthistle. Slatetail wants to explore far beyond the borders of his territory. Patchouli Kite is craving the taste of mouse. Barkstorm wonders if StarClan has given Wildbeam any prophecies lately. Wants to hang out with his sister. Telling scary stories. Enjoying the warm sun. Skipfluff is snoring in her sleep. Koala is old now and is always a cheerful presence around camp. Kellinger thought she saw a cat, but it was just a two-legged object that looked like one. I do kind of want to go look at Stoneshell. Almost found by a JClan patrol. See, I want a lot of kits because of bloodline reasons, but also Slipdawn doesn't want a lot of kits, so I kind of don't want them to have a lot. Basil, Patchouli Kite, and Barkstorm. Old Badger Set dug into the rocky hillside. We staked them out. Good job. Larksnarf, Wastar, and Pepperpatch. Actually, no, I want to send out Wasp with his daughter. Hello, Viper Clan. Nice conversation. Seems like we're getting along with Viper Clan a lot this year, I mean. Big Storm, High Snout, and Snapthistle. No birds. We have almost 500 prey. I just looked down. Garlic Fall, Hollyleaf, Vervain Claw. Let's do a big one. Air Dancer, Thunder, and Rocky Pelt. Large Rat. We catch it. And now we have 555. Okay. Stepdust can go with Tree Holly, Branch Muzzle, and Larksnarf. River. Careful determination, stepping from stone to stone. Wet paws don't slow the patrol down. Rivers always concern me because I get flashbacks to, like, Frosty Star. Slatetail, Tulip Speckle, Sparklemore, and Tumbleram. Galaxy Clan. Tulip Speckle approaches the other patrol first, calling out a greeting and smoothly beginning a friendly conversation. We sit and chat for a while before once again parting to patrol their respective territories. Calamari, Calypso, and Pepperpatch. Last rays of sunset. Calypso tries to show off, but it screws up the entire patrol again. Wonderful! Great job, Calypso. Thanks, man. Raven, Pridequake. Actually, no, Raven can go out with Wildbeam. We get Moss. And then Timmy and Pridequake. Looking for Lungwort. And we get a lot of Lungwort. And then Twigbark and Mantis Breeze. There is a presence with them. The connection wavers, and as quickly as the feeling of company appears, it vanishes. Interesting. Was that your, I think, dead parent? Yeah, your dead parent. That would be cute, but that's literally how I got Butterfly Paw to, like, lure Flame Bear that one time, so that makes me concerned a little. I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, we're about to see the babies. Sprain is feeling better. Basil has a running nose. A single baby has finally given her and Wafstar the expansion to their family they've been hoping and waiting for. Just one baby. Honestly, that's pretty cute. I hope it's a girl just for the fun stuff, but I'm happy with any. Rocky Pelt received catmint from Cloudspots, who used to be a medicine cat, and decided to keep it with him on his pelt. Interesting. Magpie Freckle's stomachache has left. We don't give ViperClan any lungwort. Slatetail has a running nose. And Brindle Noise is breathing normally again. I want to see the baby. I want to see the baby. Hair Kit. It's a little girl! Let's go! Aw, so cute. I'm gonna be honest, I might automatically give Hair Kit the bobtail. It is in Wasp's bloodline. She's a little girl. And she's unruly. That might change in a moon, but look at the little baby. She looks like Ren. She looks like Ren. Sorry, I'm just like, it's a baby. Loftstar saw his littermate at the border today? I know that's a random status that can roll, but that's so cute. Loftstar was like, Ren Noise, I have a baby. It's a baby girl. She looks like you. That's so cute. Air Dancer had a nice chat with a kitty pet. Timmy is helping out in the medicine cat den. Also, I'm feeling nice. I'll tell you right now, Ren Noise is alive to be told this at this point. Though last time I gave you information like this, y'all freaked out that Swan Song died, so again, take that as my words literally. The only information you get is that Ren Noise is alive at this point. I would hope you're helping out in the medicine cat den. Mantis Bree is wondering what living with two legs must be like. Wild Beam had a nice chat with a cat from another clan. Jacada Burst is distracted by the shiny two-leg trinket she found. Magpie Preckle is drinking water from a nearby stream. I can talk. Try to set a new example for younger cats. Cloudspots can't keep up with Magpie Freckle. Thunder is hoping he finds an opportunity to slip back into his nest. I'm sorry, I'm just like really like hyper right now because I'm like, it's a cute little baby. Basil is wondering what the inside of a two-leg den looks like. Calamari wants to spend time alone today. I'm also realizing it's 9 p.m. and I didn't have dinner. So I am getting a little hungry. High Snout is on a walk out in the territory. Sparklemore daydreams about being a warrior in Tiger Clan. Calypso gets into an argument over something trivial. Do you dislike cats? Oh. There's that. Doesn't like branch muzzle. A little bit for Barkstorm. You're getting ads in about 1 minute. Snap Pistol. Doesn't like Air Dancer. Could be arguing with the deputy. Doesn't like Step Dusk. Yeah, sorry for the late stream. I'm gonna be honest, I slept until like 4 p.m. today. Because my sleep schedule is so out of whack. Also, Slipped On was the first to rise this morning. I wonder if that means she had her baby very early in the morning. Rocky Pelt guards camp. Big Storm worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Snapfistle tries to set a good example for younger cats. Garlicfall cowers in his nest during a rough storm. Stepdust wants to compliment Patchouli Kit's fighting techniques. Patchouli Kites, not Kit. Sorry, I demoted you so much. There's an ad right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. Wants to critiques Tulip Speckle's fighting techniques. Branch Muzzle is helping to escort the medicine cat to gather herbs. Pride Quake daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Tulip Speckle saw a big scary dog today. Vervain Claw complains about being sent on dusk patrol. Hollyleaf wants to critique Calamari's fighting techniques. Brindle Noise wonders if she would be better as a mediator. I mean, you're kind of bloodthirsty, so that would concern me a little bit. Icicle Fleck is asking Air Dancer an important question. Interesting. Maybe it's about stepping up while Lost Star has some family time, perhaps? Tree Holly pounds on a stray leaf with satisfaction. Larkstarf worries about the lack of prey Leaf Bear will bring. Tumbleram found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Twigbark wants to critique Slatetail's fighting techniques. Slatetail is picking burrs from his pelt. Patchouli Kite is glad it's not so hot out anymore. Barkstorm daydreams about being a warrior in Lion Clan. Shardfall is snoring. Senflit is finding Twigbark annoying. Skipfluff is finding Tree Holly annoying. Oh no. Koala tried to find the cutest piece of fresh kill for science. Koala, you're a little strange. Ketlinger almost choked on her prey. She's a loaf. We win. And then baby Hair Kit. She looks like Ren Noise. She's gonna look more like Ren Noise because I've already decided that I'm not even gonna roll. I'm just gonna give her a bobtail. I hope she rolls Waftstar's big old ears too, because that will also make her look more like a hare. Pepper Patch can go out with Basil and Snapthistle. Eat the prey. Resist temptations, thank you. We do have enough prey, though. I want to send you out with your daughter. Sorry. Slipped On does have official traits from a fan design. She has a sun main, so that's cool. We're going hunting. Lost Star knows exactly how to take advantage of the growing gloom. We have so much prey, we need to stop getting so much prey. Look at all this prey. Let's do a big old patrol. So, Air Dancer, Step Dusk, High Snout, Calamari, Sparklemore, and Calypso. Gang of rogues! There's 6 of us. Please. Descends into battle without a second thought, easily driving the rogues away as they use their knowledge of the rocky terrain to their advantage. Well, that's not a good omen for the rest of the year. On the moon, Wastar becomes a dad, rogues attack us. I wonder if this is them mad at Calamari, because Calamari seemed to send them somewhere else last year. Ren Noise's tail is a bobtail, but it's combined with the spiky butt that her and Wafts have. So that's why it looks a little different. Vervain Claw, Patchouli Kite, Tulip Speckle. Borderlines, Odd Sound. Vervain Claw gets a mouse. Brindle Noise, Pridequake, and Raven. Small Dog. Raven hisses at it, and we chase it off. Lark Snarf, Garlic Fall, and Tumble Ram. Sorry, we're very full. Branch Muzzle, Slate Tail, Thunder. Gonna pretend to not see the eagle in case we kill it. Let's send out the meds with a warrior. Cleaning the burial grounds and getting rosemary with tree holly. Barkstorm can go out with Wild Beam. We're finding Lungwort again. Okay. We look for Lungwort a lot. Mantis Breeze and Cloud Spots, and let's send along Twigbark too. We're looking for Burdock. Luck is on Mantis Breeze's side today. The Burdock is both plentiful and easy to find. And let's send out Rocky, Holly, and Big. 2-on-1 fighting. Rocky Pelt tries to keep his eyes on both its clanmates at once, but Big Storm and Hollyleaf find a rhythm together, and Rocky Pelt can't keep up. After the match, Big Storm and Hollyleaf agree that they'll have to try some of these moves in a future skirmish. Fitting after the rogue attack, but also that is another different outcome of this patrol that I hadn't seen before. But, yeah. Time skip. Actually, I want to check on the rogues that are outside the clan. First, Missile Dusk. You always have that, I swear. Thinking about finding 2 legs to help in his old age. Interesting. Chased by a fox. Frowns deeply at Frost. Wants to find something to fill her belly. Sense for prey. The rogues really do seem the most concerned with prey. I'm gonna be honest. And time skip. Not enough healthy medicine cats. Raven slipped and twisted her paw. I feel like you did that before. Basil's running nose has stopped running. Rocky Pelt was bitten by a snake but survived. Mantis Breeze has white cough. We give Galaxy Clan Golden Rod, thank you. Slate Tail no longer has a running nose. Slate Tail has white cough. Wow, that's like, congratulations! You don't have a running nose. You have white cough. Patchouli Kite has yellow cough. That's not good. And then, let's see everyone. Is hoping Leonardo didn't have too many regrets when he died. I'm pretty sure Leonardo was one of those elders that died immediately. Like, joined and died. Bloodthirsty Lorekeeper, watching over the clan, formerly a kitty pet. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's nice if you lost, but interesting. Da Vinci! Snatches up a piece of prey right out from under her clanmate's nose. Got startled by a squirrel. Mantis Breeze checking up on the warriors while you have white cough? Yeah. Wild Beam sneezes when a snowflake lands on her nose. Cicada Burst is sharing tongues of Slipped On. Magpie Freckle pounce on movement under the snow like a fox. Also, let me try to do this again. Wrong cat. I keep mixing up, Big Storm and Rocky Pelt. I don't know why. Hey, can you get them to not dislike each other? There's still a little bit of dislike. The only chance we have for a poly, I forget the exact, like, qualifications they need, but I know they can't dislike each other. And I mean for, like, Icicle to be with, his mate, not to be with Big Storm. Raven sharpens her claws. A little suspicious. But I mean, rogues are attacking us, but you know. Cloudspots can't keep up a Ravenclaw. Pounce on a clanmate, unexpectedly meowing about how they should be ready at any moment. Expect the unexpected! Basil is talking to herself. Calamari is puffing his chest out. I'm gonna be honest, I was trying to remember the quote for the Spanish Inquisition thing, but I could not. Yes, that one! No one expects the Thunder Inquisition. I couldn't remember exactly how it was said. High Snout helps out around camp in between her duties. Sparklemore is cleaning the clearing of snow. Calypso is distracted by a shiny two-legged trinket he found. Guys, I don't think Calypso does that much, I'm gonna be honest. I might need to double check exactly what he's done, but I think he's mostly just been involved with romance that doesn't go anywhere, which, I mean, with his name. Slipped on saw a pair of two legs at her camp. Rocky Pelt plans to go on a stroll with some cat today. Big Storm is asking Hair Kit an important question. I can't wait to see bigger Hair Kit. Snapfistle tries to set a good example for younger cats. Almost died of embarrassment after a recent fumble. Septus took a nap in the clearing, woke up under a blanket of snow. Pepper Patch wants to spend time alone today. Before I forget, I'm gonna go send out Pepper alone. Hello. Well, I'm scared. Stunned for a moment, Pepper Patch is nearly caught in the teeth of the first rogue, but he uses his superior knowledge of the rocky terrain to dodge and weave for the onslaught of attacks. Escapes and pelt towards camp, yelling a warning. Yeah, it seems like the rogues are after Jay right now. That is, concerning. Yeah, good job, Pepper. Branch Muzzle saw two legs. Pride Quake is purring with friends. Tulip Speckles saw a two-legged kit playing with kitty pet. Found a wonderful napping spot. Pounced on movement under the snow. I feel the need to mention the song Mutiny is playing on my playlist right now. Brindle Noise is wondering if she would be better as a mediator. Icicle Fleck wants to critique Pepper Patch's fighting techniques. Tree Holly saw a two-leg petting a loner. Larkstarf is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Tumbleram had a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Twigbark almost got lost near some two-leg nests. Flatetail had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Patchouli Kite found a wonderful napping spot outside camp. Barkstorm got a clanmate to do his work, never intending to pay her back for it. Pepper just fought off a bunch of rogues. His fighting techniques are perfect. Shardfall is sharing tongues with Stepdusk. Stunflit is happy she can pass her knowledge in a new way. We're getting close to Hair Kit. Skipfluff is becoming more confident in her position in the clan. Koala saw a two-leg petting a loner. Catlinger is snoring loudly, and Hair Kit looks so much like Ren Noise. Is wondering just how good at swimming she really is. Guys, this is Ren Noise. This little baby is baby Ren Noise. Looks so much like his sister. That's so cute. Quick to make peace. Aw, yeah, I didn't actually read it. Is that what it says? Unruly but quick to make peace. Wondering how good at swimming she is. Please don't swim at 1 moon old. She's so baby. I love her. I think I'm gonna send out all the meds first with a warrior escort. Timmy can't help but notice just how hard their companion is pushing himself. Without a single word, Timmy drapes their tail over Sparkle and Moore's shoulders, letting out a comforting purr as the other cat leans against them. Timmy is being a lot nicer this year. Timmy is, like, actually bonding with cats and, like, being chill. Was it just Skip Fluff's bad vibes? And then Wild Beam can go with Garlic Fall. Getting moss. Good job. And now my plan is I kind of want to do patrols of 6 and then patrols of 1. Like, in between. Just do some roulette. See what happens. Check Timmy's relationship with Sparklemore. That might be romantic. Where is Timmy? No, go back. Hello, Timmy. Do you have a thing for Sparklemore? You do indeed have a thing for Sparklemore. Do you have a thing for Timmy? You do indeed. You also like Air Dancer. I'm gonna do this. Aw, security. So yeah, my plan is to do patrols of 6 cats and then 1 cat and just keep going until we're out of cats. Just some roulette. So, 1, Basil, Snap Pistol, Brindle Noise, Lark Snarf, Air Dancer, and Pride Quake. Starts snowing. Everyone looks admiringly at Lark Snarf by the end of the afternoon. Every cat carries something home, but nearly all of it was caught by Lark Snarf. Good job. Okay, single cat. Branch Muzzle, I'm scared. Okay, you're just sunning. Wait, wasn't she supposed to be training? Hollyleaf, Calamari, Thunder, Barkstorm, High Snout, and Twig Bark. Sorry, you can't join. 1 cat, Tumble Ram. Thinking about his life. His thoughts are plagued with bad memories. Uh-oh. Is this about Bone Paw? Wait, Tumble Ram decides that means that he's doing is currently not working. He spends his time coming up with new solutions, returns to camp a little saddened, but also reinvigorated. Bone Paw was his apprentice, I'm pretty sure. If I'm remembering correctly. Yeah. I wonder if it's about that. Cloud Spots, Tulip Speckled, Step Dusk, Vervain Claw, Calypso, and Tree Holly. Large Dog! Tries to protect her clanmates, but it gets in the way of the attack. Without everyone committed to driving the dog off, the patrol has to fall back, but they do so in good order. For Vainclaw, you don't need the main character moment, it's fine. Icicle Fleck, please don't die. Think about the dream she had last night. Definitely distracts her from her training, but Icicle Fleck uses the time by herself to put her thoughts in order. It was a sign from her ancestors, now she needs to figure out what to do next. Hey, Stoneshell, what you doing right now? Out of curiosity. You wish you were in a warm nest. And let's send out Big Storm and Wastar. We can't hunt birds. So yeah, rogues attacked us like twice this year. Moon. And time skip. I see births and deaths. Oh, Missile Dusk died. Hi, Missile Dusk. Bye, Missile Dusk. 165 moons old, honestly isn't that bad. Not enough medicine cats. Cloud Spots has green cough. Basil was caught outside the territory. Pepper Patch twisted his paw. Calamari has yellow cough. Thunder saved Slaytail from a hawk but was hurt. Thank you, Thunder. Magpie Freckle was attacked by rats again. I'm pretty sure she got attacked this year. And Calypso has white cough. The cats keep getting coughs. Oh, the ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch of the west is dead. Mistledusk, hi mom. Is waiting to watch the sunrise. Cute. Does the dawn remind him of his mate? Does he really like the sunrise and dawn because of his mate? Perhaps. Air Dancer makes sure no area of the territory is overhunted. Timmy is batting out a beam of sunlight. Mantis Breeze sleeps in the middle of the clearing. While you have white cough, you're infecting everyone. Wild Beam can't keep up with Timmy. Cicada Burst tells Hairkit jokes all day. Thank you. Hang out with the baby. Baby deserves to be hung out with. Magpie Freckle solves problems by starting them. Raven tries to set a good example for younger cats. Cloud Spots listens to the harmony of bird song. Thunder saw a two-legged kit playing with a dog. Basil sneezes when a snowflake landed on her nose. Bagels sound really good, by the way. I'm seeing you guys say bagels for everyone. Yeah, like when I mentioned I did not eat dinner yet, it kind of reminded me that I did not, and now I'm hungry, so as soon as stream is over, I'm grabbing food. Hairkit, the little princess of JClan. Yeah. Calamari building up a fellow clanmate's confidence in battle. High Snout wonders if her fur is unkempt and whether others can notice. Sparklemore can't wait for New Leaf. Calypso's feeling perplexed. Slipdawn is offering to lead the next patrol out. You're still kind of recovering from birth. But when you're recovered, you can head out and maybe Wasp can stay with the baby. Rockyfelt doesn't have enough toe beans to count all his friends. I love that status. Hairkit is Sophia the First. Hairkit the First. Then I became a princess overnight. I didn't watch Sophia the First enough to actually remember how the theme song goes, but Snapfizzle pounced on some movement under the snow like a fox. Garlic Fall had a nice chat with a loner outside clan territory. Yeah, Wasp, Icicle, and Slip all have hearing loss. I'm pretty sure it's also all because of rats. Stepdust giving some advice to Ketlinger. Also, that's a little suspicious. Is it a loner or a rogue, dude? Pepper Pouch tries to set a good example. Branch Missile pounced on some movement under the snow like a fox. Man, imagine they named the baby Rat Kit. Pridequake is careful not to stand under branches of snow on them. Tubesuckle refuses to take training seriously. Ravenclaw is looking forward to the next gathering. Hollyleaf took a nap in the clearing and woke up under snow. Brindle Noise is cleaning the clearing of snow. I just found a bug bite on me. This is a horrible, horrible event. Icicle Flex saw a big scary dog today. Tree Holly has been playing tricks on his fellow clanmates. I hate when I discover a bug bite I didn't know was there. Because as soon as I find it, I'm just like, Now I must scratch it. I know it's there. Playing tricks on their fellow clanmates. Always cheers the loudest of any cat at naming ceremonies. Cute. Are you jealous, maybe? Tumble Ram is careful not to stand under branches with snow on them. Twig Bark guards camp. Slatetail is grateful to Magpie Freckle for her mediation. I think Magpie Freckle's down right now. Yeah, but Cicada Burst can mediate. Where are you? Do you have any crushes or dislikes? You don't like Snap Thistle. You don't like Pride Quake. Don't like Lost Star, Air Dancer. Rocky Pelt. I'm just gonna... 1 second. Hey, Cicada. Can you, help out Slatetail? And I'm just gonna... Until we find someone you dislike, because you disliked a couple. Okay. Let's remove that, and let us mediate. There we go. Let's see, where are you? Patchouli Kite. Had a nice chat with Loner. Again, stop talking to potential rogues. Hate Tail. Hater Slate Tail. Barkstorm chattering at the birds in the trees above. Shardfall wants to get to know Pepper Patch better. Sevenfoot is giving advice to younger cats. Skipfluff is predicting rainy weather based on her aching bones. Qualo lets out a big yawn. Wait, did that... did that accidentally fail? Did the dislike increase? I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Did it increase? Tried to sneak out of camp last night, but got caught. Stay inside the camp, baby. There's rogues. It's dangerous. Now I kind of want to do 5 cats and then 1 cat. Just continue doing a roulette, but for first send out the medicine cats. Hollyleaf seems more quiet than usual. Slowly asks Timmy to teach him more about the nature of StarClan. Tries to simplify the mystical power of their ancestors, but it only leaves Hollyleaf more confused about StarClan. Timmy is not good at explaining this. Yeah, Hairkit heard, I have an aunt outside the clan. I want to meet her. I look just like her. I want to go see. You can head out with Icicle Fluck. Moss. We get Moss. And then let's send out 5 cats, 1 cat, 5 cats, etc. Tulip Speckle, Brindle Noise, Branch Muzzle, Barkstorm, and Air Dancer. Sorry, Loner, we cannot invite you. Okay, 1 cat. Tree Holly. Tree Holly freezes as he catches the scent of multiple unfamiliar cats, along with rustling in the undergrowth. Turning his attention towards the noise, Tree Holly's fur begins to bristle with unease. I've never seen this before, I think, but I think he's about to die. Tree Holly cautiously makes his way forward, intending to find the source of the noise. However, upon finding the source, Tree Holly is horrified. 2 recently lifeless bodies lay before him, curled around each other. The frostbite dotting their pelts indicates that the 2 cats must have gotten stuck in a terrible snowstorm. That is horrible. Osprey and Amber. Where are you? Hello. 19 moons old, 44 moons old. That's so sad. They're rogues. Actually, they're rogues. So it seems they're rogues, but that is still sad. That is still really sad. There's also an outcome where they join. Oh, I think we did run into that, and that's how we got Brindle and Garlic, I think. Yeah, that's still really sad, even if they were potentially in the rogue group. Yeah, the rogues seem like they're suffering. That's so sad. That is, like, one of the saddest patrols I think I've run into. Basil, Wastar... No, wait, no. I was gonna do 5 cats, yeah. So, Wastar, Tumble Ram, Big Storm, and Vervainclaw. Hello, rogues! Posture and Jeer eventually provoking a battle. The clan cats are strong. However, the rogues seem to be weakened by hunger. Easily drive the intruders away. Yeah, the rogues aren't doing good. Also, I think there's an ad right now. I'm gonna hydrate before I dehydrate. I'm running low on water. I'm now out of water. I'm gonna dehydrate, guys. Yeah, I don't think the rogues are doing good this moon. Leaf Bear is hard. Okay, 1 cat, Larksnarf. We're not gonna hunt the bird. Snapthistle, High Snout, Sparklemore, Garlic Fall, and Step Dusk. Telling the stories of their ancestors. It's a fantastic idea, making the patrol fly by and the cats chat and laugh with their clanmates, and everyone ends the day feeling much closer to each other. And then we can just send out Pride Pick and Twigbark. We're overpopulated, but I feel really bad that we keep ignoring everyone. They're loving, caretaking, advising. I'm gonna proceed on this one and see what happens. Furl joined the clan. Approaches cautiously, the loner draws herself up, but doing so causes her to let out another hiss. Pryquake offers to bring her to camp, though she seems hesitant, the loner agrees. Just one is a treat. I'm just gonna... Hello, where are you? You are a wise 51-moon-old female who is a lore master and a talented swimmer. You have a mangled leg. You wandered the world aimless and free, but always alone. Interesting. And then you look... Oh, you have sunlit ice eyes. Pretty. Just one. As a treat. I mean, there's always the chance that she does not make this injury, because look how many cats are sick and injured right now. But, we're getting close to the end. So, time skip. I see births and deaths, I'm scared. Skiffless bad leg is feeling sore this moon. Raven's sprain has healed. Slipped-on has healed from the strain of delivering her litter. Slipped-on found mysterious white poppy growing in the frost and decided to wear it. Okay. Slipped-on has white cough. Maybe don't go out in the frost. Rocky Pelt healed from the snake bite but got scarred. Wildbeam fussed over the wound with a foul-smelling herbal poultice. Thunder hopes it'll fight off the infection in his claw wound. Sparklemore's tail was badly injured by falling rocks. Tree Holly has green cough. Tree Holly was bitten by a snake and survived. Tree Holly! My dude! Mantis Breeze recovered from white cough. Slate-tail's white cough is gone. Also found sparrow feathers. Yellow cough has killed Patchouli Kite. Oh, sevens. "20 moons old. Begging StarClan to send him back." Yeah, how did you find a snake in Leaf Bear, actually? And Patchouli Kite has taken their place in StarClan. That's sad. Lostar rolls his eyes when Cloudspot suggests sharing their fresh kill with other clans. Yeah, I think the other cats in JClan are saying we need to go share prey with the rogues because the rogues are attacking us because they want food and territory. And Wastar is just like, no, we are not doing that. Borage thinks his joints are aching, too much to hunt. Wonders if she can carry on. Yeah, she's old. That's cute. Oh no, the exiled pike has the wrong pronouns. Missed him, old clan. Again, we're ignoring that, but the him returns. Chased by a fox. Wants to show Branch Muzzle and JClan a whole new life as a rogue. Uh-oh. I mean, Branch Muzzle did just lose to, I keep clicking on cats outside the clan when I want to click my clan. Branch Muzzle did just lose two kids. But, yeah. Wastar is saying, no, we're not feeding the rogues. Air Dancer is hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. Having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Mantis Breeze checking up on the warriors. Loudbeam wonders why StarClan had to take Patchouli Kite so soon. I also wonder that. We could check out the Dark Forest real quick. Also, I do want to check out Wrong Clan. Hello. Wants to show Neptune a new skill he learned. Cute. That's concerning. Blue Star is thinking about walking in the dreams of Lost Star. Stay out of his dreams. He's a happy dad right now. Draco is wondering if everything was really worth it. Fleeing from another member of the Dark Forest. Trains extra hard, waiting for an opportunity to get her revenge. Uh-oh. Cicada Burst is playing a prank on Icicle Fleck. Magpie Freckle got distracted quite a bit today. Raven is feeling excited. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. I'm just gonna leave this up to just show you what everyone is hurt with, because, like, rat bite, green cough, claw wound, infected. Letting a wound go untreated in hopes it gives him a scar. It's infected! Don't let it go untreated! Thunder! You're gonna die! Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Isn't ashamed of his past. Interesting. Yellow cough. Padding back and forth across the camp. Got startled by a squirrel. Mangled tail. Wondering just how good at swimming he really is. Are you, gonna try to swim off your cursed island? Thunder with the singular orange cat brain cell. Slipped on wants to go on patrol. You have white cough. Dang, just when you finally got, like, healed enough from your baby to go out, you get white cough. Also, that's a really pretty flower. Rocky Pelt can't stand the cold. You got a snake bite scar. Big Storm can't wait to take a nap. Snapfistle missed a catch and is still sulking. Garlic Fall tries to set a good example for younger cats. Septus is looking forward to the next gathering. Hoping she finds an opportunity to slip back into her nest. I mean, you did just get here and you're injured. This went away. Pepper Patch wants to compliment Garlic Fall's fighting techniques. Oh, I forgot about the Burdock family curse for a second. Please don't take Slipped On. Branch Muzzle wonders how Cicada Burst is doing, and Stone Shell apparently wants to show you a life as a rogue, so something to keep an eye on. I wonder if Branch Muzzle wants to see if Cicada Burst can try to mediate with the rogues. Pridequake saw a pair of 2-legs near camp today. Tube Speckle wants to train. Vervainclaw is embarrassed after getting the taste of her own bitter herbs. Serves her right. Hollyleaf wants to visit the elders to hear a story. Brindle Noise can't wait for New Leaf. Icicle Fleck can't stand the cold. Tree Holly is humming a tune he heard near 2-leg place. You got a snake bite and green cough on the same moon. I'm concerned for Tree Holly. And this is the moon after he found 2 dead rogues, like, cuddled in the snow. Larksnarf had a nice chat with Kitty Pet. Tumbleram is grooming away. Twig Bark wants to visit the elders to hear a story. Slate Tail is running with Kitty Pet life is really so bad. Barkstorm is hiding his tears as he comforts the others about Patchouli Kite's passing. I'm in pain. Shardfall saw a pair of 2-legs near camp. Stemfoot is feeling anxious. Skipfluff is hiding her tears as she comforts the others about Patchouli Kite's passing. Saw a pair of 2-legs, thinking about her life choices. Hairkit can't keep up with Larksnarf. There's always Hairkit, at least. But yeah, so many cats are injured and or hurt right now. I'm gonna send out the meds before yours, and then we're gonna do that thing we're doing again. Oh, Wastar. Hello. Wastar helps clean up the burial grounds. Tulip Speckle slowly asks Mantis Breeze if he could teach him more about the nature of StarClan. Let's see if Mantis Breeze is better at this than Timmy. Nope. Tries to simplify the mystical power of their ancestors, but it only leaves Tulip Speckle more confused about StarClan and their prophecies. And then Wild Beam can go out with Slate Tail. Also, pretty new sparrow feathers. I didn't comment. We do not get moss. Okay, now we're going to be doing that same thing we're doing, and instead we're going to do 4 cats, 1 cat. Did I comment on you getting old? I feel like you've been old, but did you just turn old? Yeah, you just turned old. I did not comment on that. Anyway, 4 random cats. So, Larksnarf, Big Storm, Garlicfall, and Vervainclaw. Garlicfall admits he thinks he had a vision from StarClan, and we talked to him about it. Pridequake alone. Scent of a mouse. Narrowly misses it. Icicle Fleck, Air Dancer, Twig Bark, and Step Dusk. Practice new fighting techniques. Everyone has a nice practice session. And then Snap Thistle. ViperClan scent has strayed. Finds a ViperClan apprentice lost. Chuckles and gently guides them back home. Thank you. High Snout, Rocky Pelt, Hollyleaf, and Basil. Nice spot the sun. Sunlight feels great. And then Brindle Noise. Disguise her scent. Can't think of anything that would work, but her hunt goes well regardless. And then Barkstorm, Branch Muzzle, Tumbleram, and Raven. There's a disagreement, and Raven has to settle it. She doesn't think she is fit to lead the patrol. Uh-oh. And this next moon is going to be her last moon. I'm a little scared, but let's see what happens. Okay, no births or deaths. High Snout has a running nose. Pepper Patch has recovered from his sprain. Pepper Patch finds dry herbs and decides to keep them. Sparklemore's mangled tail is swollen and hot to the touch. Wild Beam searches for the herb stores for those to fight infection. Magpie Freckle's rat bite has healed. Tulip Speckle has a running nose. Twig Bark was touching noses with a rogue. Hey, Reed. Hey, Reed. You're grumpy. Wonders if she should build her own clan. I mean, that seems to be what you guys are doing. Twig bark, don't do that. Got her paw stuck in a two-leg trap, but luckily only escaped with a sprain. That's lucky. So yeah, nothing, no deaths, but it's very concerning out here, guys. Lost Star is wondering how his old clan is doing. Feels a rush of anticipation at the prospect of a successful hunt. Twig is relatively young, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 20s, maybe 30s. Timmy thought they saw a cat, but turns out it's just a two-leg object that just looks like one. Mantis Breeze was found talking to a tree the other day. No! Stop acting like Skip Fluff. Please. Wildbeam is organizing the herb stores. Jacada Purse makes immature jokes all day, leaving everyone else rolling their eyes. Oh, Jacada Purse is 150 now. Did Jacada Purse change personalities? I don't remember them being childish. Magpie Freckle solves problems by starting them. I'm gonna be a little stinky. Specifically because Twig was talking to a rogue. Raven is relieved. Leaf Bear is finally over. Cloud Spots just can't find anything appetizing on the fresh kill pile. Thunder enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Calamari is trying to set a good example. High Snouts is wondering if kitty pet life is really so bad. Sparklemore saw a yappy little dog. Calypso is looking forward to finding more prey. Slipdawn is trying to set a good example for younger cats. You better not die to white cough. Do not let the burdock dusk, the burdock curse take you. You need to be happy. Rocky Pelt is humming a tune that he heard in her two-leg place. Big Storm envies the deputy position. Snapfistle is craving the taste of Vol. Garlic Fall recounts the gathering for Wildbeam and her patients. Cute. Stepdust is looking forward to finding more prey. Frilled is looking forward to finding more prey. Pepper Patch hopes he finds the opportunity to slip back into his nest. Ooh, he got the little, yellow ones. Those actually look really nice on him, and they do kind of look like peppers. Guys, they look like peppers. Branch Muzzle wants to compliment Larkstar's fighting techniques. Pride Fake had a nice chaff a loner. Tulip Speckle curses a squirrel that just barely got away. Vervain is causing problems. Don't do that. Hollyleaf is hoping Cold Kit is well in StarClan. Well, you mentioned Cold Kit by name. Is imagining what it would be like to be a warrior. I'm sad. This is Magpie's sibling, by the way. I forgot who we were at. Okay, yeah. We can check out the Dark Forest and the Rogues in a second. Brindle Noise guards camp. Icicle Fleck wants to compliment Basil's fighting techniques. Tree Holly is relieved Leaf Bear is finally over. Larkstarf wants to go hunt. Tumble Ram is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Twigbark wishes others reciprocated his kindness more often. Are you being too kind to the rogues is the issue. Slatetail is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Barkstorm had a nice chaff a loner. Shardfall listening to stories she's heard many, many times. Stemflit is happy she can pass her knowledge in a new way. Skipfluff feels alone in her struggles. Is the death of Patchouli Kite still bugging you? Koala saw Two-Leg Kit playing with a dog. Catlinger enjoys the warmth of New Leaf. Hair Kit is scrambling the medicine cat's herbs. Please, we have, like, so many illnesses and injuries right now. Hair Kit. Let's check them out. Borage has been going missing quite a lot lately. Okay, not a rogue, but this is Skipfluff's mate. She's lying about whether she has been fed. I wonder if she knows her baby died. She's trying to help her mom. Aw, hair kit. Pool showing off her scars to Reed. You have no scars. Caught a particularly large bird. JClan wouldn't be happy with that. Fly is playing with the house folks' kids. Running carelessly across the thunder path and was nearly hit by a monster. Be careful, dude. Wonders if she should build her own clan. We already saw that. Licks an old aching scar in an attempt to soothe it. Again, you don't have scars. And then let's check out the Dark Forest. Wondering why StarClan abandoned him. I don't know, dude. Why do you think? Found a living cat that hopefully will help her plans come to fruition. Was wondering if everything was really worth it. Hiding a limp after a recent spar. Ends up trying to eat bark. Feels the days start to blur. Thinking about walking in the dreams of Raven. Raven! Hey, Raven! Raven, you concern me! Raven is so suspicious to me, I'm gonna be honest. Amanda yearns to feel the sun on his pelt. Missile Dust is practicing battle moves. And, patrol time, so I'm gonna send all the medicine cats out and see if we run into that one patrol we were trying to avoid, because I swear if we do, I'm gonna scream, but... Okay, no. Timmy leads the patrol out to explore JClan's territory and brings back any herbs they can spot. Their whiskers want to twitch with every raindrop that hits them, but the clan doesn't have the luxury to sit inside away from the weather. Timmy knows the conditions are miserable, but their group is even more insufferable. Not only do they have to put up with these cats for an entire afternoon, but there's also nothing to show for it. Okay, the medicine cats seem to do the best when they're not with each other. I will point out, by the way, that Saint Splash is in the Dark Forest for killing a baby. So, there's that to be concerned about. Anyway, I'm gonna do free cats, one cat, free cat, one cat. Raven, Icicle Fleck, and Twig Bark. I know I just said free cats, one cat, free cats, but I kind of want to send out the ones that were suspicious a little bit towards rogues. Okay, we're just going hunting. We caught a bunch of prey. The entire clan comes to comment on the patrol's success when they return. Interesting. Did you happen to give any away? Tulip Speckle can go out. Ambush spot he's been itching to try. Succeeds beyond his wildest hopes, coming home with prey so large he has to drag rather than carry it. Garlic Fall, Rocky Pelt. Barkstorm. Odd Sound. Rocky Pelt gets a rabbit. Oh, no one gets the rabbit. The rabbit just burst out. Icicle Fleck. Sees a dream. Distracts her from her training, but uses the time by herself to put her thoughts in order. Interesting. Larkstarf, High Snout, and Tumble Ram. Fighting techniques. Everyone has a nice practice session. Basil. Eat the prey. She has caught enough on this solo hunt that she won't be able to carry it all back to camp. Okay. Snap Thistle, Pepper Patch, and Pride Quake. Other side of the Viper Clan border. Pride Quake leaps for the rabbit and promptly trips over a rock. Probably for the better they weren't able to catch the rabbit. Slate tail? Please don't. Branch can't handle it if you die. Spends the entire day carefully working his way free and gets nothing else done, but at least he's unharmed. Thank you. Big storm for Vainclaw, Hollyleaf. Hello, Viper Clan. Uh-oh. Stop to chat, but the other patrols seem standoffish and cold. After a stilted attempt at conversation, the two patrols part and go on their ways. Our alliance is weakening. And then Air Dancer wants to explore. Pads confidently through JClan territory. There's a particular peace in exploring her beloved home. Ears pricked up curiously whenever she spots how the seasons and weather have reshaped it since she last passed this way. Okay, I think she's a bit more confident now. And then finally, Stepdust can go out with Lostar, who they kind of argued earlier. We're going hunting. Despite the snow, the patrol manages the hunt successfully, ambushing the rabbits and who are trying to feast on the fresh grass of New Leaf. Sense of security and competence drives them onwards. And that is the year. Sadly, the only thing that is changing with the positions of power art is that we're removing Whistlepaw. So many cats are injured or sick right now. But, yeah, that is the stream. Wolfstar has a baby now. We have little Hair Kit. I'm so excited. And that's about it. Rogues are concerning. Rogues are very concerning. But, yeah, sorry for the late night stream. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Not sure when I'm gonna stream Viper, but yeah, peace.